he's not old for a bigger guy. I think he's 37, 38, so he's still got a bit of time if he wants to move up and try heavyweight stuff. This is what we need in the light heavyweight division, I think. I think that this fight is the one that I know I'm looking forward to. We've got Alex Pereira knocking everybody senseless. And then we've got Ankalaev, who's on a massive win streak of his own, and potentially, stylistically, a bad matchup for Alex Pereira. But Ankalaev's going out there saying he's going to strike with him. Fair enough. Strike with him. That'd be great. Strike with him all you want. Don't forget to make me think about the takedowns as well, because that's where the success is going to come. That's the biggest fight you can make at light heavyweight right now, so very exciting one.
Do you think if Pereira beats him, then he should go up to heavyweight?
I don't know. That's it. That's his prerogative, isn't it? I know he's getting up there in age a little bit, but he's not old for a bigger guy. I think he's 37, 38, so he's still got a bit of time if he wants to move up and try heavyweight and stuff. So, interesting.
Alex Pereira, the reigning heavyweight champion, has the MMA world buzzing after revealing his next opponent, Magomed Ankalaev. Ankalaev isn't holding back, unleashing fiery trash talk and bold predictions as he sets the stage for a high-stakes clash. Even Tom Aspinall has weighed in on the drama, adding more intrigue to the build-up. With Pereira determined to silence Ankalaev for good and the Dagestani phenom eager to prove he's the real deal, this showdown has fans everywhere talking. Who will come out on top in this explosive battle?
The undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
Alex Pereira, the champ, is riding high after an epic 2024 that saw him defend his title 3 times, all by finishes. Now, he's set to face top contender Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313. At first, Pereira seemed to dismiss Ankalaev as a serious threat, famously tweeting "It won't be Ank." But here's the twist. He wasn't denying that Ankalaev would be his next challenger, he was boldly declaring that Ankalaev wouldn't be the one to dethrone him.
Times yesterday, so I'm just doing my thing.
When you said no Ankalaev, were you just teasing him? Were you just trolling him? Or what was that all about?
Quando você tava falando que não ia lutar com o Ankalaev, você tava só trollando ele?
Não, ali que as pessoas, cada um entendeu de um jeito, né? Mas eu vi algumas postagens falando ali que o Ankalaev ia fazer isso, aquilo e tal. Eu falei, pô, se o Khalil não fez, um cara que, pô, vem conceituado aí mostrando seu trabalho, acho que o Ankalaev quer fazer. Então eu peguei e falei assim, não vai ser o Ankalaev, né?
Well, everybody can interpret in a different way. He was talking a little bit, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, you know what I mean? Like, if Khalil round 3, complete fighter, well-renowned fighter, didn't do, what do you think Ankalaev is gonna do? So, people take their conclusions, but...
What did you think of...
Well, I didn't say that I wanted to take a break, but I start training again, I start feeling good, I start seeing my evolution, so I call my managers right away and I say I want to fight in March. I want to fight Ankalaev. I know he keeps saying that I'm just an employee of the UFC, I fight whenever they want, but I asked for him. I told him when I want to fight.
At that point in time, the last style bender was a force to be reckoned with.
My first fight against Adesanya was in China, and at that time I was skinny, but Adesanya was even skinnier than I was. And I thought, oh my, I'm gonna kill this guy.
My
style was always different. I was very fluid, very creative, very intelligent with my style. I felt like I was the best.
The guy was good. What could I do?
I felt like I handily won. You can even see in our faces, he thought he lost the fight.
In the blue corner.
But then when his hand got raised, he was surprised.
I think I deserved to win. Some people say I didn't, but I think I did.
Although you lost, a lot of people thought you should have won the decision.
I won the fight.
Oh, well, that's what happens when you leave it to the judges.
Alex and Izzy would fight 3 more times, but never again would they leave it to the judges.
We saw Alex Pereira hitting the bag saying, Sydney, I will see you soon.
Nos vemos em fevereiro. Chama.
You would think that he would be fighting against Magomed Ankalaev, who many thought would be a nightmare of a matchup for him. It's hard not to think that Alex Pereira would find the same kind of success that he's been finding against everyone else. The general idea was that if he fought Ankalaev would just try to take him down and hold him down. Ankalaev promises to knock him out. People are misunderstanding a little bit, like Ankalaev's not this high-level great wrestler. He's the best wrestler in the light heavyweight division right now, but he doesn't have all the accolades that come with what used to be considered a great wrestler in this division. But Pereira tweets, I just received confirmation it won't be Ankalaev. So who, if it's not Ankalaev?
So if the UFC decides to go down that path, how do you see that fight going with Alex Pereira?
You know, I could have come out here today and wrestled against Johnny Walker. Could have taken him down right away and won with my ground and pound on the ground. But instead, I wanted to send a message. I wanted to stand up and I wanted to knock him out. And that's what I did. Now, for Glover Teixeira, I have a message. Don't waste your time trying to teach your student how to wrestle or grapple. He's not going to need it. I'm going to come out there. I'm going to stand across from him. And I know that he's been knocked out before as a middleweight. So imagine what's going to happen if I meet him in light heavyweight. Trust me, he's not going to feel comfortable there.
It's a slap. It's a knock. It's a bounce. It's a bop. It's a slap. It's a knock. It's a bounce. It's a bop. It's a slap. It's a knock.
Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev has now been confirmed for UFC 13. Now, realistically, Magomed Ankalaev loses this fight if he decides to have a striking match with Alex Pereira, because we have seen him struggle with leg kicks in the past, so Alex Pereira would definitely be targeting his legs. And since Magomed Ankalaev lacks the output, there's no way he'll be able to outperform and outland Alex Pereira, so he's going to have to bring out that wrestling in this fight. But anyways, I got Alex Pereira easily winning this fight.
Alex, stop running away.
Diz do garoto com guitarra, né? Vem aí. Chama ou não chama? Chama. Estamos em Las Vegas, pô, agora voltando pra casa. Pô, muito satisfeito aí com a reunião. Faltou o joinha, né? Só faltou o joinha. Olha os fãs aí, ó. Chama. Bom, feliz demais, cara. Pô, essa reunião aqui. Conta ou não conta? Não conta. Não conta. Espera um pouquinho mais, né? Espera um pouquinho mais. Chama. Olha os fãs aí, ó. Pô. 1 minuto.
I don't see a threat in Ankalaev against Alex Pereira, so I'm gonna have to go Alex Pereira, dude. I think he can remain champion.
You're right, but I got a bone to pick with you, Henry. All year last year, you was screaming Ankalaev finna come in and use the wrestling, and he finna go in there, he gonna take him down and do his thing. You're changing your tone now, Henry.
Why Kamaru? Because he doesn't use it. He doesn't do it in fights. He's talking about he wants to do it on his feet. There's nobody at 205 that has any type of grappling besides Jan that actually uses it when they fight.
Okay.
Everybody just does that. Like Jan, he did the perfect matchup against Israel Adesanya, and he didn't really do that with Alex Perez. It seemed like he got tired a little bit. Just don't see the belt changing there. That's just my 2 cents.
I agree with you. I think that belt stays with Alex Pereira, even though I can't wait to see the Ankalaev fight if that fight happens.
There is no truth that Alex Pereira's next fight will be for anything less than a world championship, and there's no truth to the idea that Volkov and Pereira have ever been discussed on the 2nd floor of the Ultimate Fighting Championships located in Southern
Miro? No. Okay. You know what tonight told me? There's no fucking way in these Pereira. Okay. John's too big. Great wrestler. See how he took Stipe down in that first round? I like Alex Pereira. I'd like him personally. It just doesn't make sense to make that fight. If they both want it bad enough and they're both fucking hounding me or something, maybe.
It's Rampage. Yeah, he came out very low, almost crawling at him. And he's going to do that again. Yeah. Spinning back kick. Does everything crazy. It's so, wow, what a can't get sedentary. Nice. Big shotty. Oh! Pushing forward again as much. John decided to try to take this fight to the ground. Good kick to the body by John. And a good counter by Lyoto. Lyoto swinging away. Pushing forward. Now let's watch for the Greco clinch. This title to show. Oh, big right hand by John Jones. And he did that when he used his wrestling. Oh! Again they battle in another big knee. 45 seconds. John's got his head. Second. He's got a choke. Trying to choke him out and finish the fight here. Lyoto's in trouble. Trying to finish this fight. Jones remains the U.
Have to be a jiu-jitsu whiz. Oh, we got Santos wobbled him. There, now he's going to try to wrestle. Oh, Santos with the knockdown.
The 185. Man, I think a lot of guys are overrated in this sport. You think that guy's overrated? I think getting hit by him isn't overrated, but he's very stiff and he's got that off switch.
Another thing that I really love from him that he doesn't turn his punches over. I don't do it either. I don't believe in this whole crap. But if you start focusing on it, a lot of people already do it here. You see, you start telegraph. And once you start doing this is almost the same as an overhand.
Right.
If I let you get used to this, and now an overhead is a complete different punch. It can set you up way better by doing that. This is way more penetrating.
Yes.
Than when you bring the elbow up.
Well, that's the thing about Pereira that people don't give him enough credit for. He's very clever and very technical. Yep. Because everybody just thinks about the power. His power is so extraordinary, but then you realize like he's not hitting hard all the time. Yeah. He's not like a guy just like Melvin Manhoef.
Hey, yo, all that, bro. At the end of the day, bro, y'all can only talk so much before somebody, you know what I mean, start to say something back. So for all y'all that's talking all this about this fight, y'all want to speak on some fighting. We talk money. 20 bands. Pull up to the gym. Anybody that all y'all that's talking on these posts and all of this, talking this and that, I got 20 bands. Pull up to the gym, bro. Come get paid. I know y'all broke and need it.
I'll make him remember this moment when I'm in my walkout, about to go into the Octagon and my music is playing. I'll make him remember this moment.
Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a f. We getting it in. When you step in there with me, ain't nothing to talk about, ain't nothing to say. It's all right here and I'm on your ass.
First round, I think I won. And the second round, I was winning. But then, that leg kick, bro. You know what it is? You look at his foot. You look at this bit of his foot. It's like a hammer. You know, like the back of a hammer or a hammer like a ball peen. It is, because that's what he kicks you with as well. He doesn't have to turn the hip over. And then when he hits you with that, even because he's bone density, long legs, when he hits you with that, you just feel it like, ooh, that's bad. And it's a different feeling, because I've been kicked by kickboxers all my life, on the thigh, on the calf as well. But when he hits you with that bit, it's just the surface area is so small, but it travels and transfers through your whole calf, and you're like, oh, I can't put weight on this.
It's so interesting, too, how he keeps his body completely square, and he doesn't even really turn the hips.
Yeah, he doesn't have to, because he's got so much bone density, so much whip from that little... And...
Fake fighter. Let's do a real stare off like a man. But he's a fucking pussy. Where's Nina at? Where's Nina at, you little bitch? Dylan, bring that whore up here.
Wants Sean Strickland at 185 pounds. That is correct. The long-time perennial contender, let's be honest, of the welterweight division. A man that's fought for the belt on numerous occasions.
The scariest knockout ever. His opponent, Thomas Powell, was unconscious for almost 8 minutes. Let's break it down. Almost 3 minutes into the fight, Alex throws a head kick, and as he does, he lowers his left hand, which signals to Thomas that he's about to throw that left hook. You can see Thomas putting his guard up, and after this, Thomas closes the distance. Almost 30 seconds later, Alex throws that same head kick, and Thomas closes the distance again. Now, Alex knows two things here. First, Thomas expects the left hook after the head kick. Second, Thomas tries to close the distance after the head kick. Almost 20 seconds later, Alex throws the head kick and baits Thomas into closing the distance. Alex feints with his left, and you can see Thomas expecting that left hook. But then Alex loads up the hook from such a low angle. Watch how he loads up his hips. Thomas can't even see it coming. Beautiful.
I know Buckley's gonna knock him out, but I hope he punishes him a little bit first. I hope he breaks his jaw, then Kobe's in his corner, he's looking to his coaches again. Oh, I think my jaw's broken. Then he goes out there, and then he actually gets his jaw broken. But then Buckley lets him up again. Then he breaks his nose. Then he lets him up again, and then he just breaks his ribs. I want Kobe to never want to fight again.
Our shop, but listen, you're not a poor Brazilian anymore. You got more money than all of us. Just shit the fuck down. Let me fight the Dutchman, then we'll get sent in your way. Thank you, Alex. With all due respect, you giant Brazilian.
This is the dirty reason behind the recently released aerial footage of Alex Pereira knocking out Jamal Hill. Jamal recently started whining about his tragic loss, claiming that the referee was blocking his left side, which allowed Pereira to advance and knock him out. Many fans pointed out that he shouldn't be complaining since he threw the first punch, but no one expected what the UFC would do to silence him. Aerial footage of the fight was released, showing that Jamal did in fact throw the first punch before being knocked out by Pereira. The best part of the footage, however, was Jamal's coach's reaction to the knockout, asking in confusion, what did he hit him with? Comment below if you think Jamal deserved to be
in my ear the whole time we were up there. Let him fight heavyweight. Come on. Just do it. So, I know that's what people want to see. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. But what it sounds like to me, not just Joe Rogan and everybody else, they wants to see him go to heavyweight. And when we were talking to him tonight, he doesn't give a shit. He said, I'll fight at heavyweight. I'll fight wherever you want, whenever you want. He's ready to turn around and wants to fight again right away. So he's that
best me ever. Nobody ever faced me like that. I was in the best shape. Yeah, I was in the best shape. I trained up in Denver. I was running 7 miles when I normally just run 3 miles. And I trained my ass off it. I was like overly confident. I'm like, I've never lost a fight, been in this good shape. I was like, I'm gonna destroy this kid. And he kicked the shit out of me.
Rampage has abandoned the wins. See, Jones was 7 his knee against Shogun, the ultimate fighter. And there's the flying knee. Look at that. Jab again. Oh, nice lead left hook. He got hurt. He got hurt. Quits hurt in wrestling. He's got the neck. He's got him looking to do it right here.